What a shocking upset. Hi, welcome back to Davis Sports Report. Let me take a moment to thank you guys for helping us to get halfway to our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's talk about this mind-boggling blowout handed to the number 1 South Carolina by the number 6 ranked UCLA. The college basketball world is in shock. The number 6 ranked UCLA Bruins stunned everyone by toppling the previously unstoppable number 1 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks in a 77-62 blowout loss. And trust me, folks, when I tell you, the lead was 20 points right up to the garbage time. This historic win not only snapped South Carolina's 43-game winning streak, but also handed them their first road loss since December 2021. And let's not forget, this is UCLA's first win over a number 1 ranked team in school history. So history was made for UCLA. South Carolina had no answers for UCLA balanced attack. Lauren Betts, although held to 11 points, dominated the glass with 14 rebounds, 6 of them offensive, and 4 blocks. UCLA's bench, the real X factor, exploded for 34 points, led by Jones, who went 5 for 5 from deep for 15 points. Gabrielle Yaquez added 11 points, while transfer Janiah Barker contributed 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, which accounted for 34 of the team's 77 points. The other impactful starters for UCLA were freshman Elena Anasalo, who contributed 13 points. Also, Kiki Rice, coming back from injury in her first start, contributed 11 points. Meanwhile, South Carolina struggled across the board. Starters Chloe Kitts and Ashlyn Watkins held bets in check offensively, but couldn't stop UCLA's bench. Tahina Pow was the only starter for the Gamecocks, motivated by her more than 100 family members in the crowd, going 4 for 4 from 3 and finishing with 18 points. The Gamecocks bench, usually a strength, was nearly non-existent aside from Tessa Johnson's 14 points. And what happened to Mylisha Fowiley? Is anybody going to tell us what happened to the star guard and why she only played 3 minutes with 0 points, took 2 shots, I believe, and missed both, and went to the bench and never checked back into the game? Dawn Staley herself admitted that they ran into a buzzsaw.
I mean, what were they able to do that kind of just controlled the tempo? They controlled every aspect of that first half. Can you talk about it?
Yeah, that's what they did. You answered your own question. They played well. I mean, they were hitting on all cylinders. I thought we did a great job on bets, but we got killed by everybody else, and we'll learn. A valuable lesson. I like what we did on bets. And then we got to figure out how we control everybody else and not allow them to get as many open looks. And I mean, they hit open looks, they hit contested looks.
Excuse me. Started with their defensive intensity. It felt like maybe they set the tone early with the way they were kind of smothering you.
They had it going on both sides of the basketball. We didn't adjust. I thought we would cut their lead to 7 with the ball. Mr. Chippy in the paint. Could have been a run for us, but they never let us really back in the game.
Like this, does it help for you expose things that you need to work on for obviously what matters later in the season?
I mean, you play the game. Obviously, we knew we were going to play a really good UCLA team. Didn't anticipate them shooting the way they shot the basketball. But yes, it's a great, I thought some good stuff came out of it, like some really good stuff. I mean, stuff that, obviously our shot selection is something that we are dealing with on a daily basis. Once we get that under control, we're in transition from having a dominant big to not having a dominant big, and figuring out how we can incorporate our big scoring the basketball a little bit. So we'll figure it out.
She went on to say that they will get it together and really nothing much to worry about. But I asked you, is this just a bump in the road, or does South Carolina have bigger issues, as in a big center? Doesn't have to be last year's center 6'7" Camila Cardozo, but they need someone in the middle so that all their attention isn't focused on stopping a dominant center.
Listen, if you've been sleeping on UCLA, you need to stop right now.
This game has everyone asking, has the media been sleeping on the number 5 UCLA and number 6 Notre Dame, who handed the number 3 USC a blowout loss as well? Is South Carolina still a lock to repeat, or is the door wide open for new contenders? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are we witnessing a changing of the guards in women's college basketball? As always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates. See you in the next video.